Howdy, howdy. Let's get this thing going. Monday Night Real Flight is ready to go. Hope you're all doing well. Sound is a little low, let me know. Hi, Lori. How are you tonight? We're going to fly the crops today, chase some chickens. Hopefully the sound is working. Looks like it's working. Good deal. Good deal. Hi, Paul McNeil. Hope you're doing well, Paul. We're going to fly the field today, the farm field. Not very loud on. Okay. Woo! See, you look at the chat and then what happens. Here, I will move the microphone, okay? So let me know if that, does that help a little bit? Hopefully that helps a little bit. Oh, what do you know? We got somebody in the room flying already. Of course, it's Chris. How do, Chris? Oh, what a day, what a day. What a day it was. You're full volume and you can barely hear me. Well, I don't know what to do about it. My sound is all the way up on my end, all the way everywhere, and it always seems to be this way. I don't know why. So you gotta stay hydrated. Make sure you bring something to drink with you. Especially if you're out here in the desert. Need a good mic. I have a Snowball. It seems like a good mic. And I've looked for the knob on it to turn it up, and there is just not one. So I don't really know what to do. I would switch to the desktop audio, but I don't have desktop audio. I've got speakers. You know, I've thought about trying to use my headphones. It's got a little mic on the side, just so you could hear me better. But honestly, I don't even know if that plugs in or not. Hi, Dawn. For tonight, I'll talk louder. I'll talk louder. How are you tonight, Dawn? "17 speakers and a microphone." Oh, Paul, that's funny. I think I heard a song similar to that. I almost want to say it was Run DMC, but I don't think so. That's great, Don. Coffee's pretty good today. Let's see. We'll switch it back to me. Keep the excitement going. Oh, darn, I got that box in my way. Hang on. There we go. What did I do today? I worked in the garden and changed the dog's water and picked up dog crap. That's I fill up. Did the dishes. You know, normal stuff people do. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Is it low, Philip? Mic check. Mic check. Yeah, I have no idea why it's always running slow like that. See, then I turned it off. The turn off button works great, but I don't want to do that. You can barely hear me. Man, I have no idea what I can do. It says it's working on my end. So I don't know what I can do. Let me check the plug-in. See if it's anything to do with that, okay? No, everything looks good on my end. I don't understand why it would be real low. I mean, I've got the microphone about a foot away from my face. That's okay, I can do that if I need to. Hello, hello, Mountain RC. Hopefully you can hear me. It's a microphone issue. It seems to not be working very well. But we'll get through it. uh, Philip, I would, you know it? I certainly would if I could. There we go. We'll switch the view. Hi, Urban Legend. How are you tonight, Ty? We're having a little volume control issue here. I can't seem to figure out, so I'll just talk real close to the microphone tonight. Do I have the mic on Real Flight? No, I do not. My sound is cut off on Real Flight. Work is crazy tonight. Can't stay long. Hangar 79, thank you for stopping in. I certainly appreciate it. I'm grateful to you, sir. That doesn't help much. Well, Lori, I am awfully sorry about that. I'll do the best I can, and hopefully I can get it figured out by the next show. Because it shows everything's working on my end, and it just doesn't seem to want to be that loud on your end. And you know what? Right during the live stream, I really hate to mess with stuff. You know, I'll get it screwed up, and then did I get a wireless mic? No, but I might have one, although I haven't used it before, and I'm sure it would be a hassle to, get it hooked up during the show. So we'll just deal with it, and hopefully you can hear me enough to just fly and have a good time. And Hangar 51. Hi, Jeff. How are you tonight, Jeff? Let me see if I can use my phone a friend, okay? Maybe I can figure it out. Maybe not. You had ribs all weekend? Oh man, that sounds delicious. That really. Hi, Dan Zimmerman, Chris. I'm gonna make a phone call and see if we can figure this volume thing out. Okay. So hang on real quick. I will do my best to get it fixed.
Okay. Is that a little better? Hopefully that's better. It shows that it's better. Lyndon RC. So I think what was going on was I had the camera, this other camera I got plugged in, it had the sound on too. So hopefully we're good. Hopefully I'm not blowing your eardrums out now. Way better. Thank you. That's great, man. Woo-hoo. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, turn it down now. Whoop whoop. That's good. I am glad. I got a smart kid, and I can rely on him most of the time. So, thank you to my kid. 5x5, yeah. It looks better on the stream. So we've had Chris flying for a little bit. I saw some other people jump in. Let's go over here and see. We got XXL Vet. We all know who that is. Let's watch this guy fly. Thank you for your patience. All that kind of stuff. And thank you for your text. You know who you are. Hopefully it sounds better to you now. Hey, so tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but next Monday, we have Memorial Day, right? Every day is a school day. Yeah, between my two brain cells, mostly, Lori. All good now. Well, thank you guys for putting up with it for the last few shows. I'm sure that's the way it was. But we get it fixed. Oh, I hate that. Lori, I'll watch somebody's video and the sound will be so low during part of it, and then all of a sudden it goes to a different view and it'll be boom, like just loud as could be. So, yeah. So like I was saying, next Monday is Memorial Day, right? And to honor our service members, I figured we'll all pick some warbirds and fly around, do an actual runway. Scott Morgan stopped in, and Fred Barron stopped in, Lyndon, Ty, Paul. Thank you all for jumping in while I was taking care of stuff, aka the volume. Now you'll probably be able to hear when I fart. That's not funny. I hope you're doing well, Kenny. Kenny's in here flying too. So I didn't tell you about my misfortune. Some of you have probably seen this before, but I have the dreaded bud rot. Wah, wah, wah. You fail. That's what happens. Not a good thing. Hi, Victor. That sounds like fun, Philip. I pulled the center tray. I pulled the center tray out of this thing, where the center drive shaft is and all that, to look at it because I'm having a problem back here with the wheel. And it's not that. So I think I got to take the rear diff apart. It slips on one side, and I can't figure it out. So more screws got to come out. Make oil with it. Yeah. You know, Lori, it's very dry here, right? So I set it in the tent with the humidifier to kick on at 60 and kick off at 55, or kick on at 55 and kick off at 60 relative humidity. And yeah, it happens. The bigger nugs on it, the inside of them. What car is it? Differential. Oh, my differential. Yeah, it's the Typhon Grom. It's a little Typhon Grom. Little 2S one. But definitely has an issue. Whoa, what happened? You guys turned off roof light. Wah, wah, wah. Somebody crashed roof light, guys. It's gone. No more roof light. I can't believe that. Well, I'll get it started back up. Don't fret. Don't fret. I'll get it going. We will go. Okay. Go to multiplayer. Go to host. Go to hosting. I'm terribly sorry about that. Somehow we got disconnected from RealFlight. Multiplayer session. Password is protected. Okay, we're back in business now. I'm sorry about that. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Hopefully somebody jumps in so I don't have to fly the whole time. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Okay. Oh. Oh, what an exciting night already. Jeez. The volume's all messed up, and then Real Flight kicks us off. I don't know. I think I saw Scott Morgan in the room already. Let's get things going. Put it on Scott for a minute. Gremlins, yeah. Where's David yourself? Yes, we can go back to the shooting gallery. I don't know why it put us on this one. Shooting gallery. Kaboom. Shooting gallery. There we are. Everybody's dropping in like bombs. Looks like a streamer. Pretty cool, Scott. Oh, Fred. Likewise, sir. I appreciate you too. Is life? What's up? How you doing? It's the only one. Yeah, that's true, Paul. Very, very true. Well, we got it figured out. Looks like Scott's flying the MB339. You missed all the excitement, is... Had a volume issue, and then Real Flight went out for a second. Woohoo! There we go, Scott. Fred did a fantastic job with Monday Night Real Flight. Woohoo! Victor's got the biplane out. Well, Lori and everyone, thank you for letting me know that I was really having a sound issue. It seems like it's been going on for a few weeks now, or longer even. One of you texted me and said, "You sound the same as you always do, Bill." Holiday here. Oh, Victoria Day. Very cool. I'm sure the horses missed you, Philip, if you didn't go to work. And if you did, I hope you got time and a half or double time at least. Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, I'm glad I got it figured out. When I speak, I can see the little bars going up into the yellow, and it all looks a lot better than it did. So that's good. Now, what do you want to talk about? What's been happening in the world that we should talk about? You only go to the farm 3 days a week for now. Man, that's good. I'm sure the horses need more care than that. If you're going to get to know a horse, you need to be there every day. Training's not a 3-day-a-week thing, is it? I mean, it's been a long time since I've been around a horse. 30 plus years, but from what I remember, they're either stable nags, or really good trail horses. Dan's getting pummeled with rain. Well, I hope you need it. And if you don't, please send it here, because it's dry as a bone. We could talk about Spanish sailing vessels. Yes, we could. That was pretty cool. Apparently one hit the Baltimore Bridge. Was that intentional? Scott, that's some awesome flying, sir. Let's switch to Victor and watch him for a few minutes. Nice, Victor. Hi, Kenny. Lost power. Oh, no. That's a beautiful name, Philip. Are they twins? I doubt it. So Victor took home a nice new trophy for his mantle shelf, put above his fireplace for the last event he went to. Congratulations, Victor. We're very proud of you, sir. Well deserved. You know, I didn't see any of the videos of it happening. I just saw some still images of it all lit up. Looked like it happened in the evening. Good flying, Victor. Right off the deck. Putting it right on its wingtips. 2 men died, yeah. Pilot Ryan has entered the flying area. The AT-6 Texan. And then left just that fast. Nice flying, Victor. You're making me dizzy, Victor. You got no rudder. So are you guys ready? It was a very cool looking ship. Do we have any Boy Scouts in the room? Was, right, Paul? Was being the word there. Well, they weren't under power, they were actually connected to a tug. So a tug tugged them into the bridge. Wow, that's crazy. That is actually crazy. Somebody's insurance just went up. Well, it's still 83 degrees. It was a really nice day today. Very nice, Victor. No, that's not way too hot. It's actually nice for this time of year because usually it's in the hundreds by now. What happens is what we have is the ice breaks on the Rito River. When it breaks 100, that's when the ice breaks on the Rito. Kind of funny. Lost power to engine. Drifted backwards with a tide into the bridge. Thank you for the clarification, Kenny. We have some people that pay attention. Not me. Of course, I just saw the picture and went, oh, a Mexican ship crashed into a bridge. Wow, that's pretty darn cool, Paul. Howdy, Michael Bear. Hope you're doing well tonight, sir. You're all prepared, right? You're all prepared for what's about to happen in the world? I hope you are. I hope I am. I hope everybody is great tonight. They call that one step below a Boy Scout, Kenny. You know, you get the Cub Scouts, and then the Webelos, and then the Boy Scouts. I bet that was the first time that I built a model was in Cub Scouts. It taught me quite a bit. Victor is the knife edge champion tonight. He's plowing the field with that wingtip. Victor, thank you so much. Let's go back to Chris. See how Chris is flying tonight. Chris is parked. So we'll go to Scott. Watch Scott for a few minutes. It certainly will. Philip, it certainly will. Hopefully they get it figured out. Nice flying, Scott. Very cool. Maybe Mr. Ryan is having an issue getting in the room tonight. Keep seeing him jump in and then he's gone. Woohoo! Nice moves there, Scott. Oh boy, that doesn't sound very fun, Michael. I hope everything turned out okay. Make an early turn out of Denver yesterday to avoid a tornado. Dan Zimmerman, I thank you for being here, sir. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. We'll be here on Memorial Day. Not bad flying for only having one elevator and one stabilator and a couple wings. Ooh, yeah, that's close. 10 miles. That's a little close for me. Says Kenny entered the flying room again. We must be having a real flight issue tonight, because I see people jumping in and then they're gone. So, I guess there's that. Let me know in the chat if you're experiencing that. Well, hopefully they're not jumping around you, Paul. That wouldn't be good. That's good. Yep, you got kicked out twice. It looks like Ryan's been kicked out 4 or 5 or 6 times already. I don't know if I should restart it again or... See, it says Ryan entered the flying with a Carbon Z Cessna 150. And then, just like that, he's left the flying area. You can see it right down there. Right there. Must be something going on. She's breaking apart, Captain. We can't do nothing about it. I'm gonna have to bring in a hammer. that used to work, before. I doubt it works now, though. Ooh, that was nice, Scott. Nice flying, Scott. Oh no. It's not me. Yeah, I have no control over real flight. I could try and restart it and reboot it again. Your evolution is not running. Your 9.5 is. Okay. Well, I'm on Real Flight Evolution. Yeah, Ryan keeps getting kicked out, it looks like. Sorry. More problems for the stream tonight. What do you know? What do you know? Let's see if Chris is flying. What do you know? Ah, can you believe it? What the heck? What the heck here? It's Steam. They're screwing us up tonight, man. Let's give it a try again. Okay. Loading Real Flight Ranch. Must be the default setting. Let's go to that. Let's go over here and go like that. And I'll go to the shooting gallery again. Go like that. Global warming. That's probably what it is. Multiplayer. Host. Hosting Real Flight. Monday Night Real Flight. Here we go again. Here we go again. And we're off to the races. Sorry about this, guys. What did it say? What did that say? Victor Shamulus is here. We had it on Chris. Let's put it on Chris. Hopefully some of you others can get in now. If it crashes again, I don't know what we're going to do. I could trim some buds. We all want to see that, right? Not. Hi, Pilot Ryan. Keep trying. That's it. I think Pilot Ryan got in now. That is awesome. We'll switch to him. Someone new. Flying the Ryan STA. Great choice. Beautiful. Nice little crab technique going on. There we go. Now everything's better. Not. Gonna plow the field. Great sale on Horizon. $90 off 1/10 skill Vortex, a Fury truck with a battery and a charger, and $60 off a UMX Timber. That's not a bad price for a UMX Timber, I bet, huh? Buy 3 and get free shipping. That's funny, Philip. Oh, man. Lower, lower. Right through the buildings. Right through the buildings. Hey, Veteran RC. How are you tonight? Thank you for coming in. me get to my phone so I can make you a moderator, sir. I appreciate you coming in. Nice paint job on your Firebird there. It is a Firebird, right? Firebird or Camaro. I think it's a Firebird. There we go. And done. Taken care of. '69 Camaro. I like the color. Oh my. Looks great. I started patching up the cab on the 65 four-wheel drive. I welded up about a dozen holes on the firewall and the upper cowling in front of the windshield. Somebody had put some big nasty screws in it, right down through the metal, to hold on a big rack or camper shocks or something. Factory split pea green. I like it though, man. Yeah, I had a friend show up yesterday. He didn't call me until he was at the gate, or else I would have been a little more prepared to have him help me move the frame. But I got it. Oh, nice. You know, for one of my trucks, I bought the eye candy pigments. Bought the glimmer white. So it's a white pearl to go over white paint. And the paint that I have is just kind of that off-white like Ford had. It was called Wimbledon white. Hopefully it looks good. I can add it to the clear at the end. Though I've really never done a base clear type paint job. I usually stop at that 2 coats of shiny stuff and quit. Yeah. My excuse has been, I paint houses. I don't paint cars. 2 coats is enough for a house. Pilot Ryan, nice flying, sir. Killing it. Yeah, she put a mid coat in the after the base coat, and then put a final clear coat. By the time you're done, you've got so many coats of paint. And if you spray like me, you end up with an 1/8 of an inch of product on there. They didn't call me One Coat Willie for nothing. Oh, it's fun. I have no idea how Ryan is flying right through the building. But he's doing it. Nice one, wheels. Scrape the wingtip right into a nice corkscrew. Nice piloting skills, sir. All the way down the runway. Anyone heard from our buddy Mike Bird? No, I haven't. And I sent him another message last Tuesday, and I still haven't heard from him. So, it doesn't look like he's been online or anything since like April 6th. I don't know. Victor's got the giant Draco. It looks life-sized. Good deal, Ryan. Nice piloting skills. Yeah, we've been having some crashes here lately. The real flight's crashed a few times already. The volume was like shit when we first started. But we'll make it through the night. Nice flying, guys. Just about. You certainly can do that on this simulator. Ryan is missing a wheel. He's got it handled though. You only need one wheel and a little grease. Nice going, Ryan. Just don't hit any of the chickens, all right? There is a chicken in the runway there. I hit him earlier. It is fun. It certainly is fun, veteran. Oh, so close. Bowling for chickens. Very nice flying, Mr. Ramsey. So as our friend Michael would say, what you do is you buy the Horizon Hobby membership. Their ultra membership deal, which gets you free real flight. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what our friend says. Uh-oh, watch out, chicken. Oh, a swing and a miss. Oh, I have no clue how you're flying through the building like that. That's Red Baron flying there. Right, let's see who's in here. Scott's in here now. Let's see. Let's go to Scott for a few minutes. He's got the S-Bach. It's going to land it. Oh, I thought he was going to put it on the roof. He's going to hover through the building. Oh, boy. Here we go. Nice, Scott. Very nice flying, sir. Good flying. Very good flying. Oh boy. You don't see a buildings or a chicken? Oh, you're on 9.5S, right? So some of the designs aren't the same from 9.5S to Evolution. I remember I didn't have a water tower in some of the rooms when Ryan would host it, but I would see a water tower on his screen. That's interesting. So you're not hitting them because they're not in your picture. Very, very interesting. XXL Vet is here. Flying the giant Mustang, it looked like, again. Very nice flying, Scott. Fire! Fire! JCB is in the room flying. Alright, I don't think it's going to fit, Kenny. Holy cow. You did, Philip. There's chickens there. Hi, J-Man. J-Man RC, thank you for being here. Watching Scott fly the S-Bach. Very capable plane. In the hands of a professional, it will do just about anything. JCB is flying. Oh, nice. Nice, Scott. Oh, no. I was just about saying you're tagging right along, but then you tagged him. Very cool, Scott. Very cool. Woohoo! It's hard to judge. It's very hard to judge how close you are. Thank you, J-Man. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's fun simulator. Will teach you how to fly. If you have any reservations about going out with an expensive plane, buy this first. Have fun. Because once you can master this, you'll have good success out in the field with the right aircraft. Nice flying, Scott. Right on his wingtip. Kenny's shooting at people. Be careful. Is Ty, let's see who's here. JCB, XXL Vet, Scott, Pilot Ryan, Flyboy, Victor Samuelus. Not yet. No Ty yet. And if you don't have the this field, I'm sure you should. If you bought Real Flight Evolution, you should have this field. But oh, that's the fun part, veteran. Certainly is. Scott, very nice flying, sir. Let's go down to JCB. We haven't watched JCB fly yet. We'll track his every movement from behind. He doesn't even know we're there. It was a long day at work. I'm here listening. Thank you for being here, Ty. I understand the long day at work thing. Not that I like to do it anymore, but I understand it. Real Flight is Windows only. Thank you for that, Philip. They have a lot of different flying rooms, fields that you can fly on. I don't know if you can create your own, though. I know you can do modifications to the aircraft and even download aircraft that are not in the game from like RC groups. Some of those kind of, chat rooms. Web rooms. Chickens. Yeah, you can shoot these chickens. Target practice. Fred is flying the P-51 Mustang and has entered the flying room. Yeah, let's see. Nintendo just put out a new game, right? JCB, some beautiful smooth flying, sir. I bet Michael Bear would go for a flight with you. Nice flying, JCB. My coffee's done got cold, guys. Nothing worse than cold coffee. Good stuff, JCB. All right. Let's go to David. We have David flying. Thank you for joining us, David. Oh, that veteran RC, that's awesome. Woohoo! Nice flying, David. J-Man, no, I have not. I've been having a lot of fun with the Surface stuff, though. You guys have got me all excited about Surface stuff. I had my wife out in the backyard for about an hour last night. We were both ripping it around, which is fun. I'm glad she enjoys it too. GB Linden. Hi, GB. Thank you for being here. While GB is here, I would like to tell him how much I appreciate him and how much I'm grateful for him bringing us Wild Bill Flynn, bringing us some good nights with him and you on live streams. And Bill Flynn recently passed away, and My thoughts and prayers are with his family. And I know there's a lot of people that are going to miss him, including me. That session when you guys were drinking was just outrageous, my friend. And we're going to miss you, Bill. Oh, yeah, definitely. And you know what, GB? That was right the time that I kind of jumped into the YouTube RC stuff and kind of fell into this group. It was right about in that time, maybe a year before that. I was still discovering a lot of your channels, and so many of them are gone now that were really good. And yeah, it's okay that they're gone, but we miss them, you know. We'll just carry on. Nice flying, David. Certainly thank you for coming in and putting on a show for us. Fred's here. Fred's probably in the chat and not flying. Fred's off with the Mustang. We'll put the chase cam on. GB, exactly. Exactly. You know, there are names like Jody. Y'all remember Jody? Or William Murgita? Two people in the RC community that were here for a brief time and then gone. Miss those guys just as much, you know. Be prepared for it. You don't know when it's going to happen. Ooh, that was close, Fred. You almost had chicken for dinner. RC Crazy. RC Crazy, hi, what you doing? This is Real Flight Evolution. Hey, I'm going to add you as a moderator. Don't hit anybody with the wrench, though. And thank you for coming in. Yeah, if you have Real Flight. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great training tool. You know, if you want to learn how to fly remote control aircraft, some of the fields have, you know, all kinds of different fields you can fly here. This one's called the Shooting Gallery. Ooh, pretty close, Fred. Scott Morgan comes out of nowhere. I know I've been to your channel, RC Crazy, though I'm trying to remember what I've seen of yours. GB, if you have been on real flight, but like only 9.5S, some of the fields that are in evolution, they're not in 9.5S, so that would explain why you haven't seen this one. John Noons, how you doing, John? Glad you're here, my friend. Hopefully the weather down south is good. It was really nice today. Just got to 79 beautiful degrees. I just did the eRevo video. Okay. Nice shooting, Tex. So we'll be on next Monday, John, Memorial Day. Not all day, just regular time. 6:30 to 8:30 our time. Don't, if you were to get the real flight evolution, or get it on Steam, use a regular controller with a dongle, you could get it set up pretty easy. Fred's blowing up stuff. Woohoo! It is a lot of fun to fly. Although the cars that fly, that's pretty darn cool too. Look at all those targets. Oh, you need one that's going to run. You're going to need at least a home type computer, right? Woohoo! Those chickens are making out pretty good tonight. Oh, no kidding. That's really cool, John. That is really, really cool. They have a pretty nice little lake over there. Of course, you can't fish in it, and that's where all the good fish are.
Let's take a look at some brand new finds at Costco. Vehicle bike racks for $4.99. Sunvilla 5-piece patio sets.
Fred, awesome flying, sir.
Cherry white chip cookies for $9.99.
Shooting them down.
$14.99. Salted caramel
Let's go back up to Chris.
man minis for $6.99. And there's new
See what Chris is up to. Chris is parked. He's in the chat. We'll wait for him to fly if he wants. I bet you can hear that music now from the other room. The microphone works good enough to pick that up, huh?
This baby can have a full conversation with a grown 15-month-old, and it's amazing.
Pilot Ryan is flying tonight. Well, he was. Now we got Chris flying. That's very cool, John. He's a big deal in the RC boat. That Bill Oxidine. I think I've seen some of the videos from him. Well, there's one thing that I learned from GBRC reviews is he's got a lot stronger arm than I do. So those little Toss and Boss planes, aka 50 mil EDFs, he doesn't have a problem with, while others might. But that's okay, I figured it out. GB, how old is your kid now? How old is your little girl? Like 3 or 4? It's been a while. I probably exaggerated the date. You can. They have a F-16 or an A-10 on here. Oh, 4S power helps a lot. Yeah, we have, let's see. These are the pilots in the room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 pilots in the room. And we've got a new one. Okay. I can't even say that. The real urban legend. Okay, there we go. We got Ty flying in here. Let's switch it to Ty. Ty's got the Habu. Looks like the Habu. Oh, that's cool. That is awesome. But I had no idea he was right here in Tucson. Maybe he's just here for an event. I know they have some pretty strong. They have some pretty strong RC groups there, you know. Kind of like the RC aircraft fields. There's a lot of people. Oh boy. I'll have to look for that one, GB. Ty has the T28. Ty's probably got a few hours on this simulator now. Nice going, Ty. Just keep practicing and practicing. Next one is July 13th. That's cool. Yep, it happens. Push the button and go again. Just that simple. Nice flying, Ty. Nice loop. There we go. Nice touch and go. You might be able to. At least they had OnStar, so, you know, it'll make the call for you when you go down. Or, yeah, you know, RC Crazy, that would be cool. If one of these planes had an ejection seat and you could do that, that would be pretty cool. That would be something cool to have, veteran. Nice flying, Ty. Yes, sir. I can tell you though, flying one of these fields with the chase view is really not the best way to go when you're first learning how. Need to practice at that fixed position, especially if you want to go out and fly at a field. It'll just help you out so much more. Certainly does. Paul, how's that truck been running for you? GB Linden is here flying. There we go. Cirrus SR22 is on sale. Oh, geez. It disintegrated from a bad receiver. Those fly really nice, too. Yes, you can, RC Crazy. I can change the view here to where we're fixed position, or F2, which is we're looking right out the window of Ty's aircraft. Or we got the chase view. Some of the fields that you fly only have the fixed position view. So once you fly far, far away, your plane gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it's hard to see what you're doing when you're out that far. So it brings you closer in. You need to learn how to fly closer in. And usually if you go to an AMA field, they're going to want you to fly on one side of the runway. You know, never over the pits or over the parking or over any roads or buildings. Designated fly area. Where here, you could fly wherever you want. Fly through the buildings. Whatever you want to do here. Oh, man. That would be fun in a way. Oh no. Blocked by a metal building. Yeah, I can imagine if you've got it close to or near. Sorry about that. Hang on. There we go. Keith Christie. Hi, Keith. Glad you made it in, sir. Ty, thank you for flying. Let's jump to Mr. GB Linden. Mr. GB is flying the GB. What do you know? A GB racer. Boom. Chase view. Nice going. GB. Did they, Philip? That's bad. Was it a bind and fly one or just one of the receivers you can buy from Spectrum? Separate one. Nice flying, GB. Inverted. No problem. Thank you, Ty. Pilot Ty clocked in for duty. That is awesome. Yeah, next Monday's Memorial Day, so same time, same place. We'll be flying some more birds. I do remember they had trouble with some of them, Philip. Can you fly jets? Yes. There's probably 100 or more aircraft you can pick from. F-16s, F-15s, SU, all kinds of helicopters. Exotic. Oh no, Paul, I still got enough to do half a cow. I do. J-Man, yes, you can. You can enable a chat and just chat like you are in the room now through a little type deal, or you can talk to each other. It's a lot of fun. And you know, even at our busiest, the room will hold 16 pilots. Even at the busiest, I think we've had 10, 11 pilots in here, so there's still room. Smooth takeoff there, GB. Veteran, that's funny. Crash puppet. Oh man. I believe it, Philip. The Cirrus does look like a great flying aircraft. Very good flying, GB. Man, I must be losing it. It's already been almost 2 hours. So we can easily go till 8:30 my time. That'd be 11:30 East Coast time. Very nice, GB. Good deal. Good deal. GB, thank you so much. Let's see if Chris is flying. Is Chris flying again? He is. Let's give Chris some airtime real quick and we'll run down through the list again and Chris has got the Cessna. Holy cow. That is crazy. Why is the exchange rate so messed up, man? Just not fair. Nice flying, Chris. Climate change. That's the reason. Chris is a very good pilot, accomplished, flies real aircraft for a long time. Now does just RC stuff. Because it costs a lot of money to own a real plane. Imagine if you owned a 50 or 75 or $150,000 aircraft. You're not going to want to leave it outside. You're going to need a hangar. And those cost money. By the time you get everything you need for an airplane, ooh, you got a lot more than an airplane. Well, 30 years ago when I said, I got to get into RC airplanes, there wasn't anything like this. You built one and went and crashed it and then built another. It took a lot of time and it got crazy expensive. I couldn't hardly bear it anymore. I'm glad we got this this simulator to play with. Cletus kind of money. Oh, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. With big money comes big responsibility. And if you want to live a simple life, that's just not going to fly. Not going to work. Nice, Chris. Thank you, sir. We'll see if Scott's flying again. Scott flying again. Still got the S-Bach. Not as many as Fred or Kenny, Hangar 51, or Paul McNeil. Those guys almost have the market cornered on every plane you can get. Well, not quite, but they're close. Wow. There's them chickens again in the building. Do a little hover torque roll right through the building. Very nice, Scott. Very nice. You betcha, man. Great flying. All right. XXL Vet. Let's see what Kenny's doing. Kenny's got my favorite aircraft of all. Ultimate biplane. Doing some high alpha. Nice, Kenny. Oh, that's true, Keith. Oh, JCB, you're not kidding. You really learn how to set up your aircraft, you know, not with any kind of expo. Yeah, you had to do it by adjusting the control horns. And usually that meant buying a couple sets of push rods. And never buy those plastic push rods. Those were awful. Hi, Paul Ballard. Paul Ballard has a lot of airplanes too. Yes, he does. GB, thank you for coming by. Have a good night. Take care. XXL Vet. Kenny, thank you so much. We'll see if David is flying again. I don't know. I think I know who David is, but maybe not. Fred. Fred's flying still. We'll watch him. He's got the L-39 out. Let's put it right on the runway. Nice. Nice. Chris, thank you for being here. Good night to you, sir. Good night to you, Lori. Oh, man. Oh, were you here, veteran? I have a case of the bud rot, my friend. Not a good thing. Wah, wah, wah. Cheers to you, GB. You have a good night. Chris and Lori, good night to you. Paul Ballard had 800 airplanes. Wow. Thank you for putting up with me and allowing me time to get the sound fixed, Lori. You have a great night. Well, let's see. We'll watch Ty. There we go. Close out the show with a flight from Ty. Doing great, Ty. Paul McNeil, thank you, sir. I am grateful to you all for being here, hanging out. Yeah, Ty's having a great time. Nice loop. Nice roll. Got to keep the elevation right, though. Yeah. Crash King. You're doing great, man. Veteran RC. I had a high school teacher that wore a yellow bell helmet every time he drove his car. We all thought he was nutso, but he kind of was. He looked silly as could be driving his Nova with a yellow crash helmet on, with his wife sitting next to him. And she was also a teacher at the school. Crazy stuff, man. Philip Cockrum, thank you, sir. Hi, Ray. How you doing, Ray? We are watching Ty, the real urban legend, fly. I don't know, these prop planes might be too slow for yeah, jump in, Ray. We're still flying. These prop planes might be too slow for Ty after a while. I mean, I know he likes running his cars really fast. So he probably really like jets. So Ty, the the toggle switch on the very top of the radio on the left, if you click it, it'll put the landing gear up. But then you just got to remember to put it down when you when you land again. But that one controls your landing gear. Nice flying. Woohoo. Nice turns. Woo. All right. Did Ray jump in his fly? Yes, sir. Let's watch Ray for a little bit. Ray jumped in with the L39, it looks like. Ray picked up the Ryan STA. Such a beautiful plane. For some reason, models that are coordinated like that work much better with a rudder, aileron, coordinated turn. They tend to not want to follow the nose, if you know what I mean. The tail will sag. I flew when I first joined. When there was nobody in here, I was flying. But while people are in here, or after, sometimes I'll leave the room open for, 10 or 15, 20 minutes after I'm done live streaming. And fly with a few people that are left in the room. Nice. Scott's in the picture again. Nice flying, Ray. Aim for the chickens, yeah. Yeah, some of the aircraft have guns and bombs and missiles, and you can put a hurting on them chickens if you want. As soon as you get coordinated enough to, they are moving targets. Oh, man. Well, for the stream not turning out or starting out as good as I wanted, it's been a good show, a good night. And I thank y'all for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And I hope to see you again. But I think I'm going to pull the plug. I'll leave the window open so you guys can fly. Kamikaze style chickens, yeah. Can make barbecue chicken. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your patience tonight, your friendship, and hope some of you guys that don't have real flight will get it and jump in. It is a lot of fun. So hey guys, have a good night. Take care. And we'll see you next time, okay? RC Crazy, thank you for being here too, man. Grateful to you guys. Take care. The multiplayer room is going to still be open for a little bit. Have a good night, guys.